because of her own courage and also that of her wonderful teacher, she learned to talk and write. She was able to go to school and to college and to live a full and happy life. Helen was born in 1880 in a small town in the southern USA. At 18 months, when she was beginning to talk, she suddenly became terribly ill and very nearly died. When she recovered, she was completely deaf and blind. So it was very difficult for a deaf child to learn to talk. Most babies learn by hearing other people talking. But the deaf child cannot hear anyone. So how can she know what talking sounds like? Then students, many deaf people learn to lip read. Lip read means to understand what somebody is saying by watching the way their lips move. So many deaf people learn to lip read and they become very clever at understanding what other people are saying by watching them. But Helen could not see what other people were doing. So she remembered a few words she had known before she was ill. For instance, she went on calling water va va. But she had to make signs for most things. She would shake her head for no and nod for yes. A pull meant come and a push go. But of course, she could say very little like this, and she depended entirely on other people. Yet, Helen had an active mind and a clever brain and wanted to do and say everything any other child would. But she used to get into terrible tempers when she could not explain what she meant or understand what others wanted. So, to have temper means to get angry very easily. Then students, when Helen was nearly 7, Annie Sullivan came to teach her and look after her. So this clever and devoted teacher changed Helen's life. So devoted means very loving or loyal. So Annie Sullivan herself had been nearly blind and had been at a school for blind people. So students, there Annie Sullivan had learned the finger spelling method. So finger spelling method is a form of sign language using the fingers to spell out words. And so she felt sure that this was the only way to talk to Helen and teach her to say what she wanted. Because Helen could not see her making the signs, she would spell the words onto her hands. And Helen had become very sensitive to feel of things, much more sensitive than most people are. So she could soon tell the difference between the feel of one letter and another. So Miss Sullivan gave Helen a doll, and when she gave it, she spelled the letter T-O-L-L onto Helen's hand. So she did this with the names of other things such as C-A-K-E cake and M-U-G mug. So Helen obediently spelled them back. But she did not understand what it all meant, and she soon grew bored and unhappy. She would not try any more, and poor Annie Sullivan did not know what to do next. Now, then this one day, Miss Sullivan took Helen outside to a water pump. As the water spilled into Helen's mug and overflowed on her hand, Miss Sullivan spelled W-A-T-E-R on her other hand. So, Miss Sullivan spelled water on her other hand. Suddenly, Helen's face lit up. She understood that W-A-T-E-R was the name of this cold, wet stuff, and it came to her in a flash that everything has a name. So, in a flash means very quickly and suddenly. Now, touching her little sister, she spelled B-A-B-Y, which was one of the words Miss Sullivan had shown her. And then students, all that day and for days after, Helen darted from one thing to the next. So darted means move or run somewhere suddenly. So students, Helen darted from one thing to the next, demanding that Miss Sullivan should spell their names for her. So she became so excited, she could hardly control herself. At last, words began to have a meaning for her. Then she learned the names of actions as well as things. That is sit, stand, run, walk, and then description of things and actions: hard, soft, quickly, slowly. So from then on, she was able to learn as any child does. Only Helen spelled words with her fingers instead of saying them aloud. Although she made noises, she still could not talk. Now that she had started to learn, Helen, with her quick brain and good memory, learned very fast indeed. She learned to spell words incredibly fast. Incredibly means extremely, unbelievably. So, and soon she and her beloved teacher could have long conversations. Wherever they went, Miss Sullivan described things to her and told her what people were saying. So Helen soon learned to write on a special frame with ridges to keep the lines straight, and later she learned to type. So frame means a ridge structure that surrounds something, and ridges means a narrow raised band on a surface. Then she began to read Braille books. Braille is a form of written language for blind people, in which characters are represented by patterns of raised dots that are felt with the fingertips. The next thing was to learn to talk aloud. For this, she had a special teacher who taught her how to move her lips and tongue. So Helen quickly learned to talk also and to listen to people speaking by putting her sensitive fingers on their lips and throats. So as you can see in the picture also. So this meant that she could talk with people who did not know the finger spelling method. And so long as they spoke distinctly. And students, all this was the result of their hard work, their endless patience and long practice. So in time, she could talk, read and write, and even learn to speak French and German. Now Helen was determined to go to university and take a degree. When she was 20, she sat for the entrance exam of Radcliffe College, one of the best colleges in America. The papers were set in Braille and she typed her answers. Of course, she could not read what she had written. She had to take a chance that she had made no mistake. So she had no difficulty in passing the examination and entering the Radcliffe. And so students, Annie Sullivan was with Helen all through her time at the university. So it was because of Annie Sullivan that Helen learned to read and write, go to school and college and lead a happy life. In the end, this girl who at 7 had lived in a dark world, unable to hear or speak, won high university honors. And students, blind people use a white cane to help them negotiate their way. So the honor the white cane means to respect, honor and help the blind. So this is the meaning of honor the white cane. And so students, throughout her life, she helped other blind people to find courage. She traveled all over the world, inspiring everyone by her example. And so Helen Keller lived to a ripe old age of 88 and she passed away in 1968. So students, this was the story of Helen Keller.